Alright, and I should be recording, and I just want to check for if I can get a link to this. Right. Now, if only this Facebook link would just allow me to, just grab the darn link. But, well, let's see. What do I want to say for Facebook? Feel free to drop in as I talk about games that I've recently finished and have yet to finish, as well as college crapskis. I still feel like it's spelled crap and then skies, but instead of skies it's skis, right? Anyway, I am going to grab this link. Okay, so I am going to Tumblrize that because I might be one of the only sensible Tumblers. What? It posted to my Tumblr! How did it know? What? Why? Don't panic. Oh my gosh. Wait, nope, that was the before link about this link. Oh my gosh. It's got my throat already. That's my Twitter. Oh no. No! Oh well. It was gonna happen this way, one way or another. But anyway, right about... Oh, it's already 5:02, so I will start talking real stuff at about the 3-minute mark. Yeah. Oh, I still have some water. I'll drink that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Well, hello there. This is JBJblaze, and I'm actually not walking home from college this time. I attend Fanshawe, if you do not already know that by now. But I'm actually in my apartment room right now. Of course, I don't have the camera on it, which might disappoint you. I'm just going to pull my mic up a little closer to me. Gosh, that's got to be a low volume or something. And, okay, my quality is probably about right. But anyway, I haven't used Spreaker in a long time, but I'm using it, at least to try it out for this very one, this JBJLOG, or something or other. So far, it's sticking, but I'm actually looking for a different name, something that's not Sidewalk Talk, because BlazeOnation covers that. And, I mean, oh yeah, and the Neighborhood Watch wouldn't work, because, well, I'm not watching the neighborhood, and I'm not in an area where there's a sign with that on it. I mean, that's the perk of walking home from my high school, John McGregor. Did I already give that too much there? Anyway, this is episode number 2, recorded on April 15th, 2016, and it is indeed a Friday. And today, after... Actually, we didn't have History of Rock and Roll. I've actually finished all my classes for this semester. And then next week is the exam week, where I only have 2 exams, which are in my marketing and History of Rock and Roll classes. But what I just came out of was the Fanshawe Library once again, because I finally completely finished The Last of Us, or at least the single player end of it, because it does have factions multiplayer. But thank you to the library staff at Fanshawe very much for helping me to get to play that game, and that's the first game I've completed ever since I finished Batman Arkham City, which that one was kind of surprising because I didn't expect it to end so soon, and I ended up skipping the credits, which was kind of on purpose, but also by accident, because I didn't realize that there was going to be more after that. And The Last of Us's ending, I feel like if I were to describe it in one word, I'd still be somehow spoiling it. Because even just a mere, I feel like saying non-attempt to spoil something can still spoil something, or at least for me it does. But I have to say, The Last of Us is a beautiful, wonderful game, and actually you'll be able to see it on my Instagram, JBJblaze, where I actually have a picture that I took of, well, the starting part of the credits, which a part of me thought, maybe I shouldn't take a picture of this, but you know what? It's a pretty great moment. But, I mean, that game, it's got pretty much one of the, if not the best stories I've played in a single-player game, and I feel like my volume must not be loud enough. And I am streaming this live, or at least I'm trying to, so yeah, unfortunately, I don't seem to get any feedback, so I'm screwed on that end. I'm on my own. No. I was trying to tie it into The Last of Us, but no, that would have made for a horrible pun. But other stuff I wanted to talk about was, and I didn't get to go in depth with this on my first episode of this audio blog or blogcast. It's a portmanteau, yeah. Anyway, so Hitman came out last month, and mind you, I really do enjoy it. And here's the thing that I really like about Hitman, is that in comparison to its predecessor, Absolution, you do get that more sort of sandbox feel. And actually, I think that is a good way to describe it, an accurate way to describe it, is that it's a lot more of a sandbox than something like Hitman Absolution, at least felt like. Because, of course, Absolution is the more linear game, and that's where the criticism of that it's more like Doorman came in. But I've really enjoyed Hitman, and I really want to get back into it, but here's my biggest criticism, and it's not with the game itself, it's with a marketing or platform decision, which was the one to have the Sarajevo missions be PS4 exclusive. Now, I admit, to my own bias, that as a PC gamer, or player, whichever one, I honestly don't mind PC exclusives, but here's my reasoning for this, and it is because I do not believe there is really anything a console can do that a PC cannot do as well. Or at least so long as you have the peripherals for it. Now, with the console, you don't get mouse and keyboard, and also you don't get you're restricted for performance, so games like Star Citizen, that game would not run worth a chance in heck or Hades on a console. I mean, that's just that, because a PC, you can upgrade it to your life's content, or heart's content, there we go. Or till, I guess, something else, till it breaks your budget or something. But you can do so much more with a PC, and that's what Star Citizen needs, is it needs more. It needs heavier performance. I think that's the way to describe it. It wouldn't work on a console because of the scope of the game. I think that's the best way to describe it. Or there's XCOM 2. I was going to say OxCom for some reason. Maybe I'm thinking CoxCon. Yeah, I watch way too much Co-optional. Of which way, there was an episode of that. Or was there? I think there was an episode of that this week. And it was a very fun time. And oh boy! Future episodes, I don't have to skip about an hour of it for one of my classes. Being the History of Rock and Roll one. But also, what else is there? Oh, and I've also had Communications for Media, which that finished up on Wednesday, which I fortunately was able to keep my promise to my professor that I'd be on time, more so early for the class, which I was, and I'm proud of it. Pardon me. And then I got to have a good talk with my professor. No, I'm not going to say it, but he is a mister, since I was already halfway through that word, or title. But anyway, back to the original topic. See, I'm doing just as badly with even this podcast, or audio blogcast, shall I say. And so, here's the thing. Hitman, what you can do in Hitman, everything that you can do on a console with that game, you can do on a PC. And that's where I was going to argue for XCOM 2, is that it takes advantage of the mouse and keyboard peripheral. As with a game... no. That's not what I wanted to say. Except for, then again, according to PC Gamer, they expect that it'll probably be eventually ported over to consoles, and I hope Thunderbird's notification ding didn't get in there, but apparently Jungle Book's not a bad movie, which is surprising, kind of. Makes me wonder about the Tarzan one. But anyway, and so the thing that gets me with it... Oh yeah, and why it's not surprising with XCOM 2 is because we already have this Steam controller that seems to do well with games like Cities Skylines. Oh, and then of course XCOM 2 works with the Steam controller, so I could see that working with a console for sure. So, I guess there's that. But then with Hitman, I don't believe there is any mechanic, is the word I'm looking for, in the game that a console can do that a PC could not do. And by the way, better graphics, better performance, all the way. So, really the only logical reason to have Hitman be... to have these missions for Hitman Sarajevo to be PS4 exclusive is for the sake of money. And this is my similar issue with a game like The Last of Us, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And by the way, Naughty Dog and Sony, if you release The Last of Us on PC, and it's a good PC version or port, make it, I'd say at the most $60, hopefully. And you have my money on the spot. I'm not kidding, I love that game. And I'd actually hope that the Factions multiplayer is just as good, and I expect it probably is. Uncharted is supposed to have a very good single player, and I've played quite a bit of its multiplayer with my friend who I had the double all-nighter with. I do not recommend double all-nighters, by the way, but Uncharted's multiplayer is pretty good, or at least for a split-screen gaming. But basically, that's where I'm at with that. And other than that stuff, Doom beta is going on this weekend, so I hope to, if I have to reach level 15 again, I will, and I hope to succeed at that this weekend. And I've also got Rainbow Six Siege that I just finally got working. And what else is there? Super Hot, I'd like to see if I did actually finish that. As well as Firewatch, I'd like to finish that off. And hopefully bawl my eyes out at the ending. I mean, that beginning was emotional. And oh yeah, and I got to watch Shaun of the Dead, which, oh, by the way, I release my gaming videos now on Plays TV. Not that I'm abandoning YouTube, and this should actually end up on YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. I feel kind of weird saying that though, but it looks like Vic's Basement isn't on today, which is kind of disappointing. There hasn't been an episode of that in 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks? Anyway. And hopefully the MMO show is on tonight. And then the BitPad as well. And hopefully I can think of good questions for those shows. And on Smite, hopefully you will return soon. Anyway, I'm surprised that this actually took me so long to get through and blab about. I mean, that's why I took radio broadcasting, was to blab, but I ended up not doing so well, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyway, I've got studying also to do this weekend, as well as next week, because of my 2 exams. So hopefully those go well. And I thank my professors for a great semester. I really enjoyed the classes, even though at certain things I did not do so well. And I'm sorry that I missed you, True Derp, when you came to Fanshawe, because I'd have loved to have debated you, but I guess I missed my chance on that. Plus, I don't know where Fanshawe's Z building is. But anyway, this has been JBJblaze, and I thank you very much for listening to me about what I have to say on things. Gosh, even my outdoor versions of this, which why I'm doing this inside is because I know I won't get audio glitches this way, and if I do, I'm going to break you, Spreaker. That or I'm gonna break my blue Snowball ICE microphone, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Anyway, I want to get this over with. I hope you all have a great weekend and enjoy the weather, because it's really sunny outside today, and it's actually shirt weather, which is really nice because it's nice to take a break from my hoodie and jacket. Anyway, how do I end this? Oh yeah! Anyway, I'll talk to you in whatever the next episode is. And maybe I'll have a better and an actually official name. Anyway, bye-bye! And feel free to share this with people. Oh yeah, and you can find me everywhere on stuff as JBJblaze. So, bye-bye! And exit.